Children are facing school closures and isolation in their own home from their family and friends as we lean on technology to connect with others. So what are some things that you can do right now to help your family adjust to life at home? Associate Professor at George Washington School of Medicine and Health Sciences, Dr. Suzanne Song, joins me now with tips on how we can help keep our kids calm and help them navigate the coronavirus and adjust to the current routine. It's so great to see you, Dr. Song. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So the reality is that our kids, they're stuck in the house. They've been stuck in the house since spring. Many were just counting down to the days that they could be back in the classroom, at least to see other humans, other friends again. But for many, that is not happening. That is not the reality. Is this a new challenge point for us parents that we really need to take seriously as we look at the transition?
Definitely. These times are unprecedented for kids and for parents. You know, kids I'm seeing as a child and family psychiatrist, most of the kids I see are actually quite bored, not necessarily depressed, but they just don't have the attention and the stimulation that they're used to. They are stressed with managing the stress of the family with everybody at home now all day long. And there's still this uncertainty about, some kids are back at school, others doing remote learning. They don't know what's going to happen within this next academic year. And that can be really hard to feel the uncertainty and confusion of our society as well.
So what should we do first? What's the most important thing here? I know that expectations, that's at the top of your list.
That's right. Managing expectations. So first, I think to preface, the best things that we can do right now to take care of our kids is to take care of ourselves, right? Because this year has been so hard for parents, and children are like sponges. They feel our emotional stress and our emotional well-being, and stress is contagious. So the first is to manage realistic expectations. Think about what kind of self-care and coping is realistic for you and your child right now. Not 6 months ago, because we can't do those things. You can't go to the birthday party anymore, but maybe you make a birthday present, a card, a video, a gift. We can't go to an indoor yoga class or visit a friend to do a hug, but maybe it's a 5-minute yoga video and a quick text to a friend.
Mm-hmm. And you talked about kids being bored, and so the weather's still somewhat decent with exception to today, with the rain and all, but moving your bodies and staying active, this is really important as well.
It is. Exercise is so important. It can actually increase the brain matter in your hippocampus, and that's the area of the brain that's involved with learning and memory. Mm-hmm. So when our kids are bored, or when we're bored as well, we just go outside and be bored. We'll find something to do. So when your kids are doing remote learning or you're working from home, notice when we're slouching a lot because we're all looking at our screens so much, and start to move around. Notice when we're clenching our teeth or jaw, and try to stress and relax our jaw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so being more aware of what's happening. Actually, it's funny you mentioned the thing about slouching. I got my kids these core stools that they sit on, which forces them to actually stay straight up, which was a tip that I found really helpful. Strengthening boundaries and seeking help. How important is this?
Yeah, the strengthening boundaries, it's pretty clear that having structure and routine can mitigate anxiety. So we don't want to have a rigid schedule of hour by hour, but a somewhat general schedule for the kids. For older kids, you can have a checklist of things they can do to occupy themselves. And the boundaries include, our own boundaries of keeping our roles separate. When you're working, you work. Mm-hmm. And when you're not working, don't work. And you can set up the house to help with this. So make an activity corner for the kids, decorate their school area at home, make a snack or a drink corner so they don't have to interrupt you. Mm-hmm. It helps them when you're clear about your boundaries.
And most importantly, staying connected with your children, right? That's important.
That's right. So when kids feel connected, they'll learn better and they'll do better. So what matters more than what your kid is learning in school right now is that your child feels seen and supported. And so we focus on repair a lot more than getting it right the first time. We're all annoyed. If you're annoyed and you show them it's okay, just focus on the repair.
Yeah, wonderful tips, Dr. Suzanne Song. Thank you so much for joining us, helping us keep the calm and keep the kids on track, and a little bit of our sanity intact as well. Thanks so much.
Thank you.